Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we're producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You can follow Akash and I individually, myself at Just Analysis 1 and Akash at Mangyeko0. Taking a look here at crypto.com CRO, it's had a pretty good week where on Tuesday we saw it close, Monday, we saw it close above the Kijun Sen for the first time since back on December 27th. And then that followed through on Tuesday. But, I had done an article on it earlier in the week talking about this hidden bearish divergence that existed. You have these higher highs on the composite index followed by, matched by some higher lows on the composite index, lower highs, lower closes on the candlestick chart. So that indicates that it's a warning sign that the current upswing and a downtrend is likely to terminate, and definitely saw some strong selling pressure on Wednesday. However, yesterday it closed marginally lower, and then today we're seeing it expand a little bit more. The level that CRO really has to get above in order to kind of nullify any further downside pressure is it needs to close above the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen on the daily chart. They're both kind of hugging that, 41 and a quarter to 41 and 3/4 price level, and maybe just saying, it needs to close at 41.50, 41 and a half cents is where it needs to really hit in order to really deny any near-term bearish continuation. The relative strength index remains in a bear market on the daily chart. And it's in, it's kind of sitting in neutral territory. As if you hear people in the background, it's a funeral, family funeral, and we're all at my folks' house here, and there's like 20 people here. So, anyways, you have the 40.44 and a half cents, roughly 44 and a half cents is where the 50% fib retracement is. That is not the level it needs to get above because you have the 2022 volume point of control there. It's a little bit of a difficult road from where it's at, but it's not insurmountable. CRO really needs to get to 47 cents even and have a daily close there in order to really kind of propel it back higher. But even then, it's not an easy road for CRO to, start pushing towards or matching all-time highs because it's got a chunk of resistance here, Ichimoku-wise and Fibonacci-wise. It's just it's a more difficult looking chart to be bullish on. It's not difficult to be bullish on. It's just difficult to see it having these big gains that some other altcoins are likely to see in the interim. But upside potential here is likely limited to that 54-cent level, and then the downside is still there. But I would say before we talk about this again on Tuesday, that's likely limited to the 33-cent range. That's where the 2022 lows are. It's where that 1618 fib expansion zone is at. Sorry, below that 618 fib expansion, the 618, but where the 2022 lows are at. So I think I just repeated myself. That comes to you from the Department of Redundancy Department. Anyways, gosh, I'll pass it off to you. I'm not sure what you see.
Thank you, John. For crypto.com coin, the last time we discussed this, we talked about this declining trend line at the resistance level and how it's been preventing CRO from making a full-fledged uptrend. It's done that once over here on 24th December, and the same thing took place on 2nd Feb. But I would also like to direct your attention to this 3-day demand zone here, which ranges from 0.316 to 0.40. Right, the price dipped way deep into this demand zone here, but recovered very nicely above this demand zone and is now retesting it and is showing a lot of strength. So I believe a breakout from this declining trend line of the resistance level seems likely, and it could happen in the coming week. But the upside for CRO, I think the first barrier that it needs to break is the 0.44 resistance level here, because of it kind of did form a triple tap setup here. So there's quite a bit of liquidity resting above these swing highs. So I'm expecting it to collect the liquidity resting above these highs. So once we clear that and flip the 0.44 level as a support, then I'm expecting it to at least climb to 0.47 and retest the 50-day simple moving average. So in total from the current position, it would be roughly 16% upswing. And as you can see, beyond this, the upside isn't it's not going to be a cakewalk for CRO because of the massive weekly resistance levels present here, which extend all the way from 0.51 to 0.60. So it's going to be a very slow move up for CRO. But for now, the upside is capped at 0.47, probably even 48. As for the downside, we have the 200-day moving average moving into this 3-day demand zone at 0.33. So just to sum it up, right, any daily candlestick close below 0.316 would be bad. In which case, if it does happen, then I'm expecting CRO to crash all the way 30% crash to 0.22. So yeah, that's my take on CRO, John.
Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.